Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we're back to the Binding of Isaac Rebirth. So I was doing the Cat Gotcha-Tongue challenge and I have made it to the boss level floor, which is just Mom. But you can see in the top left I only have 2 hearts. I have Fetal Protection, which I don't think really works that well. I have Pheromone Pills. What I basically was able to pull off was mostly getting lucky, getting HP ups, getting soul hearts fairly early, devil black hearts fairly early. The way this works is the guppy hairball starts really small at the beginning of each floor, and then as you kill things on the floor, the guppy's hairball gets bigger, making it a lot easier to fling further out and do more damage. So it does do a fairly large amount of damage if you clear off the floor, but you can see in this case I've barely even been able to make it to Mom, let alone going any further. Would it be almost impossible with this build. I did fight Krampus and get Krampus's head, so there is a decent chance we go into this fight and pop pheromones, do Krampus's head, win on the first hit with just our damage being so high. There were several pills, several gambling. This creates an awkward situation, certainly, because it highlights where I wouldn't want to take my YouTube channel, in the sense that I don't really want to just show the same gameplay over and over again, particularly on a challenge where you're going to die and reset a lot. But that's kind of all the content there is, particularly on the challenges. And then at a certain point I'm making an abridged playthrough if I'm not showing the content. So I'm trying to keep this fairly balanced, still trying to keep this around 30 episodes. So, yeah. We'll go ahead and pop pheromones and then hope that alone works for us. Here we can take the negative, we can pick up this heart. I don't even think it's worth it to try and go and get the deal with the devil, because that might be another Krampus fight or something, and you don't want that. It might actually be the adversary. He occasionally shows up and pops up when he's unlocked. There was a decent amount of pills and some gambling. A little bit of everything in this run. But yeah. Take it and move forward. That leaves us with the ability to just try other challenges when we need to try other challenges, because there is still a possibility that we won't unlock 4 or 7 or 11 or 19 for a while, and if we don't unlock those, then the balance might be a little bit off, and we may need to try head trauma and other challenges 3 or 4 different times. Man, I don't know what it is about Isaac. Oh, well, actually, just lately, I've been just drinking a lot of water. Alright, so I think we are pretty much Blue Baby. Blue Baby, incredibly difficult game. Alright, so the poop as an item versus the game kid as an item. 3 soul hearts. I think perhaps in a complete inability to get HP up. I think with the Blue Baby you start to run into characters that they have hard limiters in how they're designed. I think somewhere out there is a character that can't get anything but soul hearts, a character that can't get anything but black hearts, If Blue Baby can only get soul hearts, then that theoretically means if you play him, points you more and more towards the cathedral, to the point where it might be close to impossible in most runs to even take him to Mega Satan. There is, I guess, red hearts do drop. There's definitely questions, certainly, as to what items could you get lucky and start with. A game kit here has way too long of a charge. We've got 2 coins and 1 bomb. Yeah, it kind of feels like there should be an electric kid. So, I guess electrocuted baby might be an idea, or and something that would just constantly charge uncharged items. If you had Krampus in every 20 seconds, Krampus's head recharged for this character, that would be perhaps too easy, but an interesting experience. 20 seconds just being a random number I pick up. If it was even every 2 minutes you got a charge, or every 10 minutes you got a charge, like that would be something different. Plus, if you had an electrified kid persona of Isaac, then you could have like a fork in the electric socket, licking a battery. Concepts like that could go further. Alright, so we have 1 bomb. So we kind of want a guaranteed return on this 1 bomb, which to me makes me think it's here. Nope. I was wrong, so much for that. Obviously we'll pull our trigger item on this boss and try and take out the gurglings. Still took damage. And see, his HP was just another soul heart, so yeah, he is trapped. He is trapped being incapable of gaining health. Which even on normal, it makes it extremely questionable whether you can take on this guy. Like, you gotta just raise your level of skill in the game so much now. And I kind of expected that to happen, frankly. And that was the question, is we had massive success up until a certain point, but now when you start to think, oh, now's the DLC content that's super difficult. I don't know if Afterbirth alone maybe could lower the difficulty somewhat. We need Dark Bum desperately. Yeah. If we had... Alright, well, we'll try and make use of that. If we had more items that could make it easier for at least the older characters like Blue Baby in each DLC, then there's almost an argument that then you could put out a final DLC that would make it more friendly for new players. I don't know if they're really looking to do that. This is the remote detonator airstrike. Which, yeah. We'll have to make good use of that, I think. Otherwise, we're gonna have a bad experience. Of course, while I'm trying to use the remote detonator airstrike, I'm also taking damage. Okay. We may always have a curse of, like a curse of the unknown. And if that's the case, then it creates a different situation, certainly. Yeah, doctor's remote. I think if we use the doctor's remote in a lot of scenarios, we potentially we don't have a full charge. Yep. Yeah, I think taking the doctor's remote all the way to a certain boss probably unlocks Dr. Fetus as an item and some other related items. Yeah, eventually with the poop you would get the petrified poop, and that'd get you coins. But coins alone aren't going to win the game for you by any means. Even money plus damage is not going to win the game for you. His stats are fairly low. And we need him, I believe, to defeat Isaac, which I don't know. Isaac is a cathedral character. So, to unlock the D6. So I'm hoping it would unlock other things first. Also. I should have dumped my coins the first time into the donation machine. But I think what we'll do is we'll take this coin, this key, and move forward this way. In a lot of ways, this is like Solar System, where you can potentially hope for just safe areas where you can just shoot in general and do damage to people. I guess these bodies getting set on fire are there specifically to be a counter to the fact that the fires damage spiders, and spikes damage characters when they're on fire. Once again, this is just like incredibly slow. However, damage is low, shot speed's low. It might be just better to play everything on difficult and hope you get a lucky run on hard mode. The fire doesn't go out on these guys, where that would be kind of interesting is if these guys set themselves on fire, but then they have to constantly reset themselves on fire or they die. You can definitely see an experience here where some enemies should just die after a while, and that's fairly common in a lot of games. Is if you just wait out a time frame on a lot of characters, that they will end up they will end up just straight up dying after the timers run out. And that is an easy way, certainly, for a game programmer to address any kind of difficulty issues. Without really addressing it too much. Coin, another heart. Obviously you can't go in the cross rooms. And yeah, My Little Unicorn. I guess that's a My Little Pony reference. Okay. So, come back and get a discounted 3 battery, put 2 coins in the donation machine. That seems to be the goal. Come on. Like, the problem... I took damage there. The problem with any of these temporary invincibility things is that they require you to bump into the character, and any kind of touch damage doesn't seem to be particularly consistent as much as it is just, oh, you gotta hit them, then walk away from them, and then hit them again. Alright, well... There was one attempt at Blue Baby. Zazel or Lazarus. Let's give Lazarus a chance. And then I think what we'll do is we'll do an Isaac run. I don't think we just straight up try for another Magdalene victory. I think our chances of unlocking a lot of new stuff that way is probably too low. Okay. I have no idea what resistance does, but maybe we can find a sacrifice room and plop it in there and see if that does perhaps immunity from damage for a while. If it does, that'd be cool. We got the little spiders getting summoned, which will help a little bit, but probably not a considerable amount. Now, I think there still is something to, if we can beat like Mom's Heart or further without losing 1 life on Lazarus. I think that unlocks something. We still have 100 secrets, so obviously there's some level of items still to unlock. But if we have 5 characters and 3 3 things that get unlocked at minimum from beating Mega Satan and Isaac and the Blue Baby, then that's 15 secrets minimum of 100, which then brings it down to, I guess, 85 secrets. Alright, that was a speed down pill. That's an Are You a Wizard pill. This is what Are You a Wizard does. Slows down your shot speed by quite a bit, too. And that is telepills. Okay. So we have no bombs. We have just this idea, this resistance thing. Which I guess we just take that with us to the next floor. And I guess we just move to the next floor. You know what? We'll pop the resistance after we kill these little ghosts, which are annoying. See, it's deceptive that to have 3 of those guys and then 1 attack you individually and then two others attack you together. Alright, now resistance lets you do this, which is great, but I need to be able to see if this disappears after a while or if we can just straight up shoot this forever. It seems like it lasts for the entirety of the room, which definitely makes sense in like in a sacrifice room. Regeneration and HP up. Okay, well, that sets us fairly well. And we now know what resistance means, which we kind of knew. That was probably what it was going to be. If that was a sacrifice room and you could sacrifice on that, with that you could sacrifice almost certainly until it teleported you somewhere else. Now we definitely want to bomb here to get that tinted rock. I don't know if there's enough items really to go for a huge spider build. Like, even if I was just spouting out spiders and the spiders were bigger, and I was converting all spiders on enemy spiders to be on my side like you can flies, I still feel like spiders is not a good offering even compared to flies. Flies fly and move faster. I suppose if they somehow did more damage, that'd be slightly interesting, but this is not a game where that happens. Everything does the exact same amount of damage, which is half a heart before a certain point and then a full heart after a certain point. Except for Brimstone, which kind of has a continuous damage thing. Kinda. Actually, I don't even know if Brimstone actually does any more damage, or if it just kind of feels like it does more damage. Maybe it stun locks you for a second hit. Magneto item snatcher, which is a different magnet than what we saw in the Waka Waka challenge. Wonder if Magneto lets me steal things from the store. That'd be interesting. Alright, well, here's that bomb. Can we get both an experiment here and there? I don't want to risk it, so I'm gonna instead take that. There you go, poison shots. You may notice now we are seemingly getting more items in just the lower chest areas, just regular chests, and less just here's a bunch of coins and bombs. I imagine that is intentionally happening because of things like how many times we've beaten Mom. So the game on some levels may be getting easier, even if it's not telling you that. Or it might be just because we are finding more items and unlocking more items, we are increasing the odds. Alright, well, let's go take a fight. Then, if we just regenerated. Interesting, I thought the troll bomb there might be enough. Right. Hit that. Okay. So we're probably gonna blow that up. Unless we want to just try and get a whole bunch of soul hearts. One coin. And then... Okay, choices. We could get a pill not knowing what it is. We could get a soul heart knowing what it is. Or we can so take the guaranteed return. We can't take this with the magnet. So we know the magnet doesn't do that. So just put 3 coins in there at that point. And then we blow up this. That gave us 5 more coins. Which then does let us either get a bomb or a pill. And I guess a bomb guarantees more coins. So we'll take that instead of the pill for the next floor. Yeah, I guess generally speaking you want a bomb and a coin, or ideally you want 2 bombs and 2 coins before you enter any floor, which is kind of a tall order in these first couple of floors. I think I've already taken damage on this floor, but this wouldn't be a terrible point to consider a deal with the devil, or maybe skip a deal with the devil and go with a deal with the angel. It would be interesting, certainly, if Lazarus' first victory is just straight up a like deal with the angel, straight to Blue Baby, straight to Isaac run. which we still have yet to see the Polaroid, the positive, as I've been calling it. So, I don't know if I really can get to the Cathedral. But even if I could get to Mega Satan, just by blowing up angel statues and fighting the angels, that would be a shocking first victory. We have a decent amount of bombs, so we should try fairly hard to make good use of them. My little spider guy will walk on enemies and hurt them a little bit, but his actions seem to be fairly random. Meanwhile, I'm trying desperately not to die. And we now know what the magnet does. This really is just all about knowing the little shaking pattern and how much time you have before he decides to brimstone you so you can turn the other direction. Seems like the magnet only can get coins for you though, not hearts. Which, okay, good to know. I'm gonna risk it and put a bomb here. Interesting. That tells me we can't get in here, so then we'll take this. We have a decent amount of bombs, but I don't know if I want to immediately try and start blowing up mushrooms. I mean, this would be kind of a decent room to say, hey, can you throw some explosions this way and blow up some mushrooms and maybe give me some pills. But since all of these mushrooms are generally alone, like if I could get one to attack right there, and that would be advantageous. There we go. Got somewhat lucky. Not greatly lucky, but one pill for free. Better than nothing. So, you know there's not a secret room this way or this way. These are not the immortal heads, these are the other kinds of heads. It's hard to tell the difference. They look very similar. There's bombs chasing me around the room. Alright, so we know the secret room is not over to the right. Which might mean it's up above, but could be in a lot of different places. Troll bomb and one bomb. I guess what we'll look for here is to do no damage and have this maybe reward me again. We're challenge is not particularly high in these low level challenge rooms, so we do end up fighting these little worms more than anything. I assume when these kinds of creatures drop down in the ground, they they are individualized creatures, and they maintain the amount of damage they had before. It doesn't like randomly respawn a new character to replace the old character. Yeah, I don't think I took any damage in there, and I still didn't get rewarded. One penny going into the shop is probably not worth it. But we do have a bomb here. I don't know what sad bombs do. Okay, they do a... Let's see what this one does. Full health. Sad bombs do a explosion effect of tears. Okay. Do you have enough bombs to justify this? So we have a full health and the telepills now. Which I guess we could maybe go into a sacrifice room and... But I don't know why I'd even want to do that with telepills. What we could do is we could go into this big room, since we already know what a boss fight is, and we could see what's in here, and if there's nothing really of interest, we can telepill out of that room and save ourselves some frustration. Yeah, I think that was our best bet. Because yeah, there was just a cursed room attached to that, and that's not worth going for. We'll go with a 3 layout of mushrooms there. Do we have any chance of finding the super secret room? I think no. You don't need red hearts. A 2 form here. The problem that I'm foreseeing here is that the build out of pills that we're getting are not good pills. So I really should stop trying to find any more pills and just save the bombs. Yeah. Then we have the devil card, which we can take and pop it for this fight in here. This is the one that likes to pop out of the ground and do a large tear shot. Again, I guess since our evil went up, I think with the previous item, I think deals with the devil would be about all we could take. Yeah, stem cells, HP up. Yeah, the matchbook brought our evil up. Okay. So, missing page 2, evil up, your enemies will pay. Guppy's head, reusable fly hive. We'll make use of that. And then a soul heart. Yeah. That was pretty good. Like, now we have a strategy. Excuse me. Now we have an actual strategy that I think actually has a chance of succeeding, or at least the beginnings of a strategy. Like now Lazarus can pop just flies on each floor and try to stay further away from people. Yeah, and I'm not going to use any more explosions. Even if I got like 99 bombs, I think at this point it probably would be better to spend your focus blowing up rocks or poops instead of mushrooms. Unless I get PhD. Like, this really would be a good candidate run for PhD since we have found a lot of pills. But maybe not, because we've already found a lot of pills. So maybe it's already too late. Unlike Guppy's hairball, this setup also doesn't work greatly. Maybe if you get full Guppy, then you would create enough items to justify us. Ooh, blessing. Did that change our stats any? No, so I don't know if... Oh, I don't know if I want to spend a bomb there yet. We'll have to come back and think about that one. Maybe Scapular blesses me, so now instead of getting deals with the devil, we'll always get deals with the angel. Which there's plenty of angel room items. Like, there isn't a ton of them, but there's enough of them, certainly. I guess we'll come in here. Yeah, bag of pills is an item we haven't gotten before, so if we can get 15 cents, I think we pick that up just because, but more seriously, I think you also... Alright, well this is crazy, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to blow that up and hope that that would have given me more coins from the donation machine. But it didn't. Yeah. If I can get to 215, I'll take bag of pills just because we haven't gotten it yet. Like, but we are also getting to a point where it's going to be kind of weird and kind of hard to remember whether I've picked up an item or not, unless it's just something I have never seen before. And the fact that I've watched so many other YouTubers and better Isaac players than me by far play this game, I could easily see myself thinking that I have collected an item, a very generic, mundane item that I actually haven't collected. Although maybe the balance on that is so common that you almost certainly would have already gotten all the generic mundane items. There aren't specific triggers for generic items as far as I know also, so it's not like taking a bunch of bad pills is going to give you a bag of pills. It's just random. And then at a certain level, item appearance rates have to be just random. Except for special items, otherwise these special items won't be special. Yeah. I've still been opening red chests, though. Which I assume that's increasing my evil also. I feel like you have to play the game very differently if you want the angel rooms. You basically have to skip red chests, basically skip challenge rooms, play much more kind of as a purist style experience where you're not looking for the modifications and cheats that would help you. Gotta pay attention to the creep, the glowing blood. They call it the creep. Okay. There are just hearts everywhere, so Dark Bum would be heavily appreciated. We probably won't ever get the full health pill. This is the guy that splits in half, I believe. Boy, is my damage not high. Like, just listen to the music and how far the song is gonna go, because this is gonna take so long. Most of these songs, you don't ever get to the 4th or 5th stanza on them. Like, yeah, I just got to the chorus on the song. But now we're at the piano solo. Yeah, this is a problem. Full health, 2 of spades. Okay. Double 2 of spades, that gave us 2 keys. Odds are... There's a secret room here. Here we have lost contact, and now our tears are shielded, which that will probably help us more. We've already taken the damage, so we might as well go in here and see if we can get something. There's enough red hearts on the ground to justify this. Boy, my range needs to go up also. I think some of those pills probably lowered some of my stats, like range. Alright, well. Take this heart. We have no bombs. Go up here. Regeneration. We can't. Alright, well that solves that problem. I could have bought a bomb instead. We do have a full health, so if we could get our health bar higher and not take deals with the devil. I guess the magnet only moves hearts when you are not at full health. Which, that's convenient, but confusing to say the least. But I guess it would also be very irritating to see hearts constantly bouncing against your body. If I could get the tier shot speed up, if I could get the damage up, and if I could get the range up, Lazarus would be fine. But that's 3 ifs in a row. I guess we'll pop the Magician in the fight room. And I don't know. Like, we may have a couple of Guppy things already, so we might get Guppy. Might be worth it to try to get Guppy. We don't have a bomb to look for a super secret room anyways. Alright, this is... Oops, we were gonna pop the Magician. This is the one that's mostly gonna just stay in the middle and bomb it, so... You're fairly safe. Barely safe, I guess. And now you've got Bloody Creep though, so you gotta pay attention to that also. And this damage is just way too low. Does he do 2 attacks in a row with that? Not consistently. That's how he's not really doing anything. I don't think I'm really hitting him. Oh, this is just so incredibly slow. Notice how long it took him to land that time too. The game was trying to cut me a bone. Giving him extra airtime. I don't know if cut me a bone is the word phrase either. I think I'm trying to say cut me some slack and give me a bone. Give a dog a bone or something. Yeah, I've apparently forgotten a lot of phrases over the years. So if there was some special item that gave you 3 health ups, like liver, or doubled your health ups, so that we were up to 8, we'd be in a better position, certainly. I don't expect to run into that though. Of course, we could just find items. There's still a lot of room for success here, but definitely a lot of room for failure also. I don't like these rooms where you're having to move around and the flame, which you can't focus on, is deciding to shoot at you on random occasions too. And yeah, pretty much every bit counts, so don't try to speed run here, and instead take it slow. I should have not done that. I should have waited for it to cycle. This might be a double size room with the sacrifice room and possibly a bunch of hearts on the floor. I think there might be a thought there. Challenge room with a bomb chest and a key chest behind it. I wonder if my blessing gets better the more damage I take in a room. Doesn't seem like it's affecting stats or anything, if that's the case. But I do seem like I am glowing more. I don't even know what a scapular is. So, yeah, there are definitely some religious, like, based items, or just items in general that you may not get the reference. So it may not really make sense as to why an item looking the way it does the thing it does. Yeah, of course this game has a lot of themes of abuse in it, so it probably, a lot of the references do go over a lot of people's heads, thank goodness. There's something to be said about being blissfully ignorant, or blissfully unaware of some things. Although I think most people in the United States in particular probably are aware, because at least in the old days there was a decent amount of movies, TV, and experience that were more than willing to depict like child abuse, and not do the whole trigger warning thing that is more common these days, or try to make things less triggering in the first place. Some of those, like Law and Order shows in particular, only existed to be like crime porn, for lack of a better term. Reveling in horrific depictions or descriptions. You would basically have to be playing as Maggie still, though, if you had something like Scapular and its effect actually was that the more damage you take, the more blessed you are, the more likely you are to have a deal with the angel. Yeah. Because you would need a lot of health there, more than what Lazarus really has. Of course, Lazarus having red hearts here and just a 4 health is still a challenge, so Blue Baby, yeah, you're gonna have to get really lucky with Blue Baby. Okay. Put that there. Blackheart will not pick up the Blackheart until maybe before the full fight. Let's see. Well then, there could be a secret room to the right or left, but it kind of wouldn't make a lot of sense. Can't be up there. Probably isn't down there. Let's take on these big rooms. Guppy would really help with this build. And you can almost get Guppy nearly every run, which is getting kind of dull, certainly, but yeah, I'd rather get Guppy and win than not get Guppy and lose, or get something weirder and lose. Although, weirder and new is really what we should be looking for. I suppose there is a danger with any roguelike where if you start playing at a high level with the hard mode turned on, that the win ratio, whatever you define a win as, becomes too low. That certainly is what I've seen with a lot of player versus player games. Shadowverse, the collectible card game I play, has like a pretty terrible win ratio where it's not even making 50% for me, because you're playing against other players, which is, your goal would be to match people towards a 50% win ratio. But single player games, I'm generally trying to get a win ratio of closer to 100%, 90%, 80%. There's plenty of games I've played where you just never die at all, and you would consider that the only time you lost. We do have full health and a sacrifice room, and then another full health. So there's a lot that could happen on this floor still. This might also be Mom's floor too, because this, I think, is the new catacombs floor that we just unlocked. That's another example of where if you'd shot a lot of those floating over the air, they wouldn't have been able to spawn the spiders. Alright, down here. Bomb bag. Not the best item. Like, we probably don't need it right now. But whatever. Since we have full health, we'll go in here. Take on these guys, see if it gives us something. Could just give us bombs, though. Alright. So, I don't think a secret room would be here. We've already found the super secret room. Secret room couldn't be there or there. Which then kind of oddly puts it here. Darn troll bomb. Right. Did we go into the store? No. Do you have now reasons to go into the store? I don't know how I just got a soul heart. So we can't put anything in the donation machine. Generally, I think we'll take the pill. And see what that is. But yeah. First things first. We hit this. We hit this. We hit this. We hit this. Full health. We hit this. We hit this. Seems like blessing gives you a heart when you take damage. Okay, good to know. Is there any hearts on the floor? No. So, take that, take the full health. That's a luck down pill. That's a darn. I should have taken this instead. Since we didn't know. Since I didn't remember what it was. Yeah. Like I could have come in here, grabbed this dark heart, then grab the soul heart, come in this area and fought Loki. Loki with a spike thing that is just ridiculously unfair. To have even a fairly slow moving spike thing and explosive characters. Is there something I can do here? I think I want to use a bomb to see if we can clear out the field a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know if specifically this spike thing is supposed to be blown up by the explosive flies or what. This is just like a really difficult version of it. We're gonna just put a bomb here. Yeah, had I just used 2 bombs, I would have killed this guy. Shot speed up. And a full card. Yeah. I should have just used 2 bombs. That would have totally worked for me. So now we're at Necropolis 2. Yeah, not Catacombs. Necropolis. Necropolis sometimes replaces Catacombs. Take the flies. I could definitely use something that would get rid of the replace the fly generator. I could definitely use something different, more useful. Yep. Most players do not offensively use bombs. That they're more valuable otherwise. We're looking for secret rooms and odds of you actually doing a major amount of damage with bombs is not great. But we have a decent amount of them, and until I can possibly get my situation improved, I shouldn't have picked that up. But also the magnet wasn't helping there. Alright, well. Blow this up. Room for a second trinket, but didn't drop a second trinket? We could use a key, and we could use a soul heart, certainly. So if we can get 10 more coins. See if this is the super secret room. Yes, it is. It's a whole bunch of red hearts. If we could get Dark Bum, that would be nice, but I don't know how we'd get Dark Bum before the boss fight. There we have all stats up, Super Meat Boy fan. Which is getting range up, but I'm definitely not getting damage up. I think it also put our health up. Which, yeah, I can appreciate that. I don't think there's a secret room on the left or right if there's spikes there. It's interesting how one guy in the room was doing the brimstone, and the other guys were still doing the little chubby characters. That didn't work out well. These guys move too fast, and I don't do enough damage. Well, let's see. Do we have a full heart health? No. So, this would probably be the last room where it would make any sense at all to potentially take on a blood donation machine. Because if it upgrades my health, great. If it doesn't, then I'm left with nothing. The health, it should take only half health damage and give me a whole bunch of coins. That this would be also the point if the donation machine was not jammed, that we would also be putting that as many pennies as we could get into it. Right, the devil versus the full card. We'll hold on to the full card for now. I feel like I'm not getting as warmed up doing a lot of these runs too, and I'm starting to kind of doubt my skill, or realize my skill is probably a better way to describe it, where sometimes it just feels like if I'm moving slow and if I'm taking a lot of damage, I'm recognizing it, where back to that phrase, blissfully ignorant. I think I was a little bit more blissfully ignorant of how bad I was at this game compared to others. Right. Full health? Question mark. Full health. Lowered my range. Alright, so that means we have to leave the pull card. We can't go in there. And we know there's not a secret room up here, left or right. Like, oddly, I think it is going to be something like this. Just in between a couple of things for no reason. Okay. We have no more hearts on the ground. And let's see. Devil will come back and get later. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll take mom's heart as a trinket, or child's heart as a trinket. Interesting, that gave me a soul heart when I went down to half a heart. I don't know why. Do we do anything else? I think with Scapula, yeah, probably keep playing. That's as far as we can go, then we blow it up. Half heart. And that puts us in a slightly tough position, but kind of not a hugely tough position. Regeneration could build us up if it decides to regenerate. We could have also tried to continue and push it and spent 20 minutes just waiting for regeneration to activate. Of course, if regeneration hadn't activated so quickly, I would have been able to get into that challenge room. Which is probably better I wasn't able to do that. I think I missed the store. And there was a odd thing. Oh yeah, and I had forgotten about these, so... No, I didn't play quite as well as I should have. But whatever. Take this, take this, take this. There's nothing else that you can do. Yeah, so I could have played that a little bit better, tried to get another health up. But that didn't happen, so whatever. At the very least, we'll pop the devil here and try very much to defeat Mom. I don't see a reason why we wouldn't succeed on that, but yeah, maybe. I need to quit letting it do damage to me, first of all. Yeah, we are still heavily far from success. Quit taking dumb damage. You know what? Bomb. 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 Bomb, 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 bomb. Just go completely quiet here and try and win. That was awful. That was an awful experience. But we beat Mom at least with Lazarus. So that's something. We can at least go to Mom's, try to make it to Mom's heart. Interestingly, that didn't seem like that unlocked anything. And we spent our sad bombs and everything around that. Yeah. There's a way certainly to recover from this as far as hearts in the womb. And if anything, maybe this was the intentional experience for a lot of the versions of the characters, that you were supposed to be close to completely dead but when you entered the womb, and the womb was supposed to be the place where you refill your health and is kind of a refill station. Interesting, my magnet seems not to be able to bring pills over the lakes of yarn. But yeah, without major increases to damage, any run where you're just at 2 damage puts you in such a bad position. Like, even if I got a ridiculous amount of soul hearts, black hearts, bombs, it all feels like it would barely be enough at most, and probably wouldn't be enough. Okay. Should be a bomb and a key and a key. I guess we should remember we also have regeneration, so as long as we're playing, we have a chance of refilling our red hearts. But certainly all of that would work way better if I was at 12 red hearts, not 5. Let's get the poops, because they'll disappear when we leave the room. Okay. This could be a full health. This could be a full health. This could be something, but probably not something useful. But we have only 1 bomb. And I don't know what we would be using our full healths for. It might be a thing that Lazarus deals with the devil or the angel. I don't know if we actually ever did get a deal with the devil. Also, just might be a thing that I played so incredibly poorly in this run that I always took damage on the floor. Yeah. There definitely is a case for some players who just would never even think that it was important to not take damage on the floor. And so they wouldn't highly prioritize that when it is highly prioritized in Isaac. Red creep all over the place. Darn it. Well, we could take 1 heart damage to go into this room, since we've got so much stuff anyways. We can take a heart damage on the way out. After that, we can grab that. We could have also left that and hoped for regeneration. But again, I don't know what 3 full hearts does for you in the run at this point. I guess these guys being in little amniotic sacks, which I guess is what they're supposed to be, just gives them shielding. I'm gonna put a bomb here. That was a mistake. What would be in a secret room even? Coins? Yeah. Unless we could get an actual item in a secret room, which I'm not sure I've ever seen an item in a secret room. I'm not sure that happens. That took forever. Yeah. Coin beggar, I guess. Yeah, here we have agreed. Coin beggar could take our coins. Unless he gives us money equals power. And greed, this is greed, not super greed, so he's fairly weak. Okay. Darn it. Okay. Reusable pill generator versus flies in a run where the pills are bad. Yeah, I think the answer is no to that. Unless they give me a battery, and then maybe I would just for entertainment's sake try. Well, honestly, even if I was to get a battery, I probably should just summon more flies. Yeah. Yeah, I think flies would be about the only thing that would save us on this run. And we still have to get like down a lot further. This is Utero 1, not Utero 2. Take the Empress with us. Okay. We have enough bombs here. That's paralysis. That's paralysis. That's I found pills. That's I found pills. Also didn't find any soul hearts. Interesting. Also, that was not a full health. I thought I had a full health somewhere. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. Got enough bombs to see if that was anything, but I don't think we should even waste our time on that. Could be a super secret room to the right of that room. Or that's about it. If it isn't here, I have no idea where it is. Hmm. So spin the bomb here, or come over here and look for a super secret room, which nope, wasn't there. Okay, we'll pop the Empress and we'll see if we can. Hopefully these are easy double Loki variants, but doesn't really feel like they are, unless they just have kind of a considerably small amount of health. And these red spiked rocks don't strike me as being destroyable at all. Maybe they are with the exploding. So I'm just trying to take everything fairly easily here and avoid damage. Try to get closer to the edge and actually in the line of fire where I could actually hit Loki. If we could kill even one of them, then we can focus a little bit more. It'd be nice if these Lokis were taking damage from the spike rocks, but they're just getting pushed by them. I don't have any bombs to use this time. I don't know if maybe my range is increasing as the spike goes on. There's another little bit of hitch up. I'm noticing that happens occasionally, but not with enough consistency to complain too much about it. It could also be because I'm recording. Could also be many things. I think ideally I'd want to try and get to the other side, but I don't know how to do that. So instead I'm just kind of locked in a pattern. I mean, once I get to the other side of the room, I'm just gonna stop firing. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna stop firing and hope that they start to move a little bit closer and that we can possibly draw them closer. Yeah, both of them being on the other side of the room just fills that side of the room with too much stuff happening. And if you had no range upgrade and you were trying to do this fight, man, I don't think you succeed at all there. There's one hit. Yeah. I figured it was probably asking too much to possibly manage to take on an entire boss fight with 2 Lokis and all this going on. I've got 3 more hits. Alright, 4 more hits now. Yep. There's another one. This is all just avoidance though. This feels too much like the game is trying to teach you how to avoid taking damage to the detriment of actually giving you a fight where you can actually be aggressive in any real way. Alright, I got one more hit. Oh, this sucks. Was there a deal with the devil? I'd say probably not. So ideally, I'd like to leave this room and come back. And I'm just going to assume there wasn't a deal with the devil. Nope, these guys are gonna still appear and give me trouble. I guess there's not any reason to run around and try and pick up health at this point. So we'll take the telepills, take everything else, and we'll jump down. And yeah, that's just another example of where a Double Trouble Curse of the Mage XL does not help you. Alright. Double key. Retractable spikes. Some retractable spikes. Alright. If we could come back into this area with flying, we could take this out. Even if we could come back into this area with bombs, there's a decent chance we could knock the bombs out of, knock the chests out of the corners with a bomb. But red chests, like I would have had to gotten really lucky and gotten some kind of guppy item then and become guppy to then be able to fly to the other items to then potentially get something that was just like a massive increase in damage. I don't even know if I have an item that is a massive increase in damage. I don't know if there shouldn't really just be a soy milk concept here to increase the shot speed, since our damage is only at 2. This guy's getting stuck in between the rocks. You can see how, as a character, he's not designed to really be in a room with rocks everywhere. And you can definitely see how it makes it considerably more difficult to actually hit him. Alright. 2 bombs maybe gets into the sacrifice / challenge room. Like, ideally, if you could bomb here and that gets you in there, that would have been great. But it didn't happen, so whatever. This is a great example also where Shield of Tears doesn't save you completely. Like it can get you somewhat further, but it doesn't solve glaring lack of improvements otherwise. Let's see. Come on. Let me get past these guys without taking damage. I don't know if the cord that connected the base to the head of that would have done damage, or if you could have run in between them. But clearly you want to kill the base on these first. I guess that's where the little spider, which we've had that spider from the beginning, and yeah, he's not really worth it. Even Scapular is not really worth it. I mean, I guess there could be a secret room there. I guess generally we just should hold on to the bomb until we can maybe find the super secret room. That's the thing that might help us. Although this whole run wants to give us pills and then gives us terrible pills. I wonder if that's what I found pills does, is it increases your odds of getting pills. Because if that was the case, then that I could see a strategy around that. But obviously I'm going to have to just go look up what pills do in general. No. Come on. So this is the guy that will shoot at you, so okay. We have enough bombs to test for a super secret room now. It's not there. It is there. Right. Whole bunch of red pill hearts. Which I don't know if that helps you a lot. I don't know why I'm not shooting. That one just brimstoned me in vertically. Right, we want that one. We want that one. We'll get rid of the one that calls to hearts, because I think we've got plenty of hearts. And if I can just get something. Yeah, I don't even know what I'm looking for. We need damage up in an insane level. Yeah, I needed to get PhD, is what I needed. Had this run had PhD, I would have severely increased stats. Okay. So, secret room, I don't think is here. But, guess I was wrong. Was there a reason to go into here and fight Super Greed? We're gonna have to decide whether we want to teleport out of here. He's almost dead, so. We're gonna risk this and take this and then teleport out. Take that one. Yeah. At this point, I think you take all those red hearts, or at least a few of those red hearts. That should be enough for now. We have 4 bombs, and we found the secret room, super secret room. So if we could actually get all the way to the dark place, that would be interesting. Or we could try and knock things in the corner. Can we really knock things in the corner, though? I don't think so. I think your odds are just too low. Yeah. And it doesn't seem like those chests actually move that far. Sacrifice room, I don't think it's worth going to. We'll go in here and find a bunch of flies. Yeah, that's another example of where if the flies had been my friends at this point and worked with me, that would have been a different experience. I'm about to die. Alright, well. 7 bombs. No ability to fly. We could try and find soul hearts, but I think all we would get would be red hearts. Yeah, I'm gonna go back to that trinket because I think that is the better trinket. Full health. Yep. I think this is the best we can do. It's pathetically low. Very few items here. If we can just beat Mom's heart alone, I'll be slightly surprised. I've seen these people do this dozens of times, but yeah. And see, that would have been the thought, is that I think you unlock something if you don't die as Lazarus and you make it all the way past Mom's heart. So yeah, that did get us past Mom. I think we may very well have already have beaten Mom, but maybe not. So we could get some level of success if we could beat just Mom's heart with this. And well, interestingly, it got me to Mom's heart. So I probably had already beaten Mom's heart, with Lazarus, I guess. That doesn't count towards our win streak, obviously. So if we could beat everything with Mom's Heart, that would be at least some level of success. Let's try a challenge. More and more I'm doing just kind of these challenges and then playing them off screen. So what do we start with? We start with a fetus in a jar and the remote bomb item. And a matchstick. Alright. So this is kind of crazy, but it is also like a guaranteed game winner. You have infinite bombs because they are now your tiers. Like, getting that item as almost any character drastically changes how your game even plays. Notice you really can't double up on these guys too much though. A, because they'll shoot at you, and B, because you're gonna struggle with that. Alright. The other thing to take from this though is you don't have to wait. So what you can do, I'll take this key and we'll think about this later, is you can push it, then the left trigger to explode it, or you can wait. So if you're somewhat close to somebody, you can do this and then this, and the only thing is I still think you can blow yourself up and hurt yourself, so you have to be somewhat careful about that. And yeah, still totally possible to just wreck your life. This is obviously going to be an example of a challenge where you're going to want to be fairly thorough. There's kind of no reason to not try and blow up every single wall. If anything, this might be the challenge for some people that have them realize that there are secret rooms and super secret rooms. Alright. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any way to reach this. Not without flying, and even if I did have flying, I'd still have to basically put a bomb on it. Since I have infinite bombs, we'll just blow our way into here. And then we'll do this. And then do this. Realize we don't get anything. Blow all of that up. Come this way. And yeah, if I need to just go to Mom, there is a decent experience here. Like the only thing of this whole lineup that you would want to buy would be either the Bible or the Soul Heart. Right now, at least. If I had been short a red heart, I might have considered that. But then there is also a red heart there. And we found the super secret room and secret room, which means go down, take on the boss, and alright, so now specifically with enemies that move fairly fast, you are going to want to trigger on them with the left trigger. Otherwise, they are going to wreck you. Of course, you have to line up your shots, so I could use a cube of meat or something to save me. Ask and you shall receive, I suppose. What we can do here is prove that there is no way to blow into a deal with the devil with a bomb. And then I don't think there is any items that would drop from rocks. And I would have had to play particularly badly to have missed something to blow up. Yeah, because this is now going to be a fairly long experience. Well, we could go in here and prove that there aren't super secret rooms. But yeah. It's kind of funny, they do give you regular bombs, and you can still use those if you're just trying to blow up something small or be a little bit more controlled about it. But yeah, this is going to be a long thing, and I think it wants us to go fairly far also. That may not even be Mom's heart. That may be we could rush with this all the way through the run, escaping rooms like we tried before. Oops. Down we go. That creates a question, certainly. Can I live without the trigger, or do I need the trigger? I think I need the trigger. I think it gets a little too complicated if I'm gonna have to wait in between things. Sometimes I don't even recognize that there were rocks here. Why are these guys not dying faster? We need increased damage on these bombs. Yeah, it would be really, really nice to have Mr. Mega show up in this run. I guess there's no way into that room. And that probably means there's no way into the spike room, so we should consider going for it. Darn it. Yeah, you need this. You need a little bit of extra protection, or you need to pay better attention. Of course, having a bomb bowl its way across the screen. It's also a great way to distract the player. Alright, well, we'll go in here. Find that. Can't blow your way through that. It would be nice if you could. Alright, well. Hit that. Hit that. Okay. This tastes like burning, so I don't know what matchstick actually does for you, but it might make you immune to your own blasts. I'm not sure. Let's try something here. Nope, you're not immune to your own blast. So whatever that does, if it either increases your damage throwing bombs or something else. Here we've got pills. I don't know why I'm bothering to blow things up if... See, if we can get one more penny, we could get what? I don't know what we'd even be looking for. Like, I think we take the pill and figure out what that does for us. Yeah. I don't think this charge helps us. I don't think Soul Converter helps us. Soul Converter, I think, turns soul hearts into real red hearts. Which might be interesting, but isn't really where the direction we're going. Decisions, I suppose. We will go in and take on the boss with the lucky toe and this pill. We'll see if this pill is like Lemon Party or something. And then... Nope, puberty. If I can just avoid taking damage, I can take out these guys. Come on. Seriously? It took like 4 extra hits. Evil Up matchbook. Red hearts. Bombs. Did that feel like that took more efforts to kill something? I don't think so. So, do you just buy a bomb just in case? Since you've got nothing else to do? Take the Eternal Heart. Was there a card or something on the floor? I don't think there is. So. Yeah. Unless this changed the distance. 1, 2, 3. Or the time. 1, 2, 3. Nope. I think that's as good as it's gonna get. I suppose at a certain level, we are just going to start trying to I'm having a hard time hitting that. Yep. Yep. At a certain level, I think we're going to just start trying to get away from enemies and fights. Certainly would make a lot of sense. If we could fly, that might help us a lot. Even if we just got the ladder, which we haven't actually had a run where the ladder even came into play. Yeah, probably not worth it to... Yeah. So, flying or ladder, Mr. Mega, or just an increase in general with as far as the amount of damage we do. All of that would be helpful. Yep. Cursed charge shot. Yeah, I don't think that probably changed anything, but whatever. I already found the secret room, so we would just be looking for the super secret room. Pills could come into play. That's tears down. That's not what we're looking for. That's Are You a Wizard? Come on. A run like this is gonna die on health and stupid damage. Callus, you feel stronger. I wonder if Callus means you can't take spike damage. Or maybe it's just a damage up. Regardless, it's gotta be better than just a generic luck up. So I'll take it. This might be exactly what we're looking for as far as... Let's go ahead and take this. Let's telepills. We will take the Anarchist Cookbook for no reason, just to remove it from the pool, the item pool. We'll hang on to the Empress. Secret room, super secret room. Yay, cancer. I don't know what cancer really does. It makes it seem like you have a low chance of increasing your health and getting a health HP up. But I played with it for quite a while and it didn't seem like it really did that. Alright. Down this way. Cheers up, good. So, what it feels like to me is, I don't know if I want faith up. Actually, I do want faith up. Faith up, I think, would increase our soul hearts, and soul hearts might work very well. Yeah. We can't get that, so we're still kind of hoping for a flying ability. It's kind of interesting to get a trinket in a super secret room. So rosary bead maybe plays a bigger role than it seems. So it'd be funny if there was nothing in here, but no such luck. Seems like there's one more spider somewhere. Oh man. Talk about just like the worst place to leave an item. Like, if I could just get something, even the pinching shears would be a consideration. Anything that lets me fly in one area for a brief moment. Well, I'm gonna pause this recording. We were going fairly long, but I'm just gonna run to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Sorry about that, but that is the other end of drinking a ton of water. So let's see. Extra pill room. And then give me 2 tears down pills. Or we can go with puberty. I guess we needed... So I don't understand why you really would want extra pill room. Because almost always you're going to pop the pills. Frankly, a soul heart here would have been fairly useful. Or even if I had taken this, it then might have given me enough coins to get this. So yeah, that's an example of taking something just because we'd never taken it before. Oh, this is so irritating. That is either an extra life or an all stats up item. And there's just nothing in here that would help, and nothing in here that would help. There's no bombs. Yeah, damage up certainly would help. I think argue a wizard. Should we keep the faith up? I think we should. Do we want cancer instead? No. Okay. So maybe we could get like a PhD and then that would play a role. Well, the good news on a floor like this is that with the ability to blow things up, all of a sudden you clear this floor way easier. So here we have a puberty. Tears down, telepills. Question mark. Yeah, so we have the question mark and the telepills. We'll take the question mark with us. And then down we go. Still a distance here. Definitely. I think this wants us to go to Satan all the way. Alright, well. Take on those guys. Run away from him. Oh, that was a nightmare scenario. 13 cents. This could be a full health. Nothing in that room. I don't know if we want to take that yet. Puberty down again. I thought if you get puberty like 3 times, you get a health up. That's a pretty fly. Let's go ahead and see if we can take on people. Gears up. Need the range to go up. You can tell I'm already going fairly quiet. Just because there's puberty again. Feel like I've taken puberty multiple times. I guess we'll keep on taking it because unless that unlocks something, I don't think it actually is hurting me. Coin. No, tears up. Hit this fires, don't burn myself or blow myself up in the process. Okay. More spiders. I guess if I'm gonna get cube of meat though, it would have been nice to get super meat boy and unlock that. Okay. We haven't gotten this. Curse immunity and evil up. So we'll take that. Curse immunity, not really that necessary of a thing. Like, particularly in the challenge, I don't think you were going to get any cursed floors anyways. terrible room to try and shoot bombs in. It's definitely a little overwhelming after 2 hours of playing to try and take on a challenge like this. I guess we're just looking for a super secret room at this point, although every rock should just be blown up just in case it gives us yet another item. Well, let's see. If we could find some other item that was a charged item and that could give us, I don't know, black hearts, soul hearts, something like that. That battery might be useful. We've got too many bombs and really nothing to do with them. Okay, super secret room found, which pretty much tells you the boss room is close by. Almost always the super secret room is barely 1 or 2 rooms away from the boss room. But yeah, we're not doing bad now. I just worry for the future. Right, we've got one more room to look through. Just I wonder if we changed our fate any. Yeah, you can get all of those with infinite bombs. By leaving like the all stats up and everything on the floor. I wonder if that changes our fate somehow. Yeah, no reason to take that as an item. Because now we're not seeing really any pills, not seeing any rocks or mushrooms. I think this might be Mom too, so just for safety's sake, I'm gonna go into the store and buy the soul heart. Of course, I could have telepilled out of the boss fight if it was Mom anyways, but I don't want to get too fancy. And it was Chubb. Now, if he swallows a bomb, you don't have the benefit of you don't have the benefit of the remote trigger, so he will just sit there and eat it and wait for a while. Well, I guess you can fire at him again. Tears up and deal with the devil. And honestly, that would be about all I could do. Would be red chests, because now would not really be the time to sacrifice health. We don't have anything that would take us towards Guppy. 9 lives. With bomb damage, I just don't think works. So we'll leave Guppy. In a rare case, you almost always do want to take Guppy. So then this must be Mom on this floor. Either that, or this is a case where you now have to go through more floors to get to Mom than you did before, which that might be what we actually did, is we added Necropolis 1 and 2 to the Catacomb after the Catacombs, making the game longer and thus maybe harder, maybe not. Like, honestly, a little bit more item possibilities, probably let you build up your runs. Do we want to go through here since we have telepills? I guess we will. Seriously, how many times do I have to blow this thing up? Apparently a lot more than I can. And it's putting me in a lot of dangerous rooms, a lot of dangerous situations. Almost certainly there has to be one of these two rooms has to be the shop, so I think it would be here. Nope. There is definitely a problem around just recontextualizing how you play Isaac that I'm probably not explaining greatly here. But there's a reason why this is more of a struggle than it seems like it would be. Like, because you constantly in Isaac are able to just attack and it not hurt you. Like, your tears never could possibly hurt you. So you could run around in circles, constantly shooting. Even if you're not hitting anything, it doesn't even really matter because you're not hurting anything. Whereas now, every shot has to be fairly precise, if not perfectly timed. It's going to be really hard to take out these guys. Just keep on doing puberty, I guess. Doesn't seem like it's doing anything. If it is doing something, it would be doing something through our stats. And yeah. Could explain why our damage is just so incredibly low. Hearts in a jar to potentially have 4 more hearts and then a soul heart. To get rid of the ability to use the boom trigger. Well, we can take that. I don't think we need keys. I don't think we need bombs. We could take this, certainly. And then that solves the problem about considering taking that. Because we don't have enough coins unless we get another coin. Which is totally a possibility. Yeah, that's a room where it really comes down to you have to play it to feel it. Yeah. Suppose. Yep. We probably would just want to buy the item anyways. Like, the only other thing I could think of doing was saving money for a coin beggar or something, and I guess that would be a better bet. Yep. Yeah, your better bet is to just save money from a coin beggar that might appear. And again, I'm being fairly quiet. It's interesting that we have yet another new pill. I would have thought we would have seen all the pills by now. Another Eternal Heart. Probably means that this is the boss. Okay. Did we find a secret room? Yes, we did. Did we find a super secret room? Have we been able to figure out how to fly yet? No. We were in that room. I think there is a decent chance that you also simply will just never get enough red hearts to justify having the jar that holds 4 red hearts. Particularly as you start to go further down and you take 1 heart damage anyways. We're getting a lot of these green explosive things. We've got now 2 question mark pills. Yep. This build is starting to collapse under its weight. Unless there's just some kind of something that would just drastically change our stats. Mr. Mega, I think, is still kind of the thing we would be looking for. Yeah, there's no point in going in there. but an increased blast radius could turn out to be a nightmare scenario. Right. Full health. Bombs are key. Interesting, but not helpful. Like if I shoot a bomb in general, it doesn't even work because I have the remote control, so only thing I could think of doing with the bombs are key is potentially using it as a way of sorry, I went quiet there because I'm trying not to die. Yeah. I guess if I had found a bomb beggar or a coin beggar, I don't even know if there are bomb beggars in particular. Honestly, I think that was just kind of a terrible build. Had we picked up as many pills as we had previously, and they were good pills and they had been like shooting shot speed up and damage up, like that probably would have changed the entire experience. Like it is a little bit different certainly to play this way, but it's not insanely different. Well, let's see. Blow up that. Blow up the rocks. Move on to the next room. There might be a case where the challenges that are not unlocked yet are challenges that require even another couple of floors to be unlocked on top of Necropolis. At a certain point, that feels like the game is just getting more difficult for no good reason. But maybe there are some items that only show up in Necropolis. Maybe there are some items that unlock specifically because you've taken on Necropolis. Like 10 times or something. That would, I think, work fairly nicely. If I had run into more rooms like this, where there's just a lot of opportunity to break things. Darn it. Yeah, I don't think I'm paying enough attention, obviously, again. So what I think I want to do is, unless I just totally lose on the first level here, let's do the first boss. We may be going really long here on this run, and then see what item we get, and from that I think I'll play the rest of this challenge off screen. If I fail at this run of this challenge, I might play a couple more times. Otherwise, it once again is going to be more repetitive content than what I'm looking for in this abridged experience. Normally, I almost always show 100% of my gameplay footage, and normally I have enough to say, or I can talk while playing the game. Isaac is really just in a completely different league of its own, though, when it comes to challenge. There's really no reason to fight these guys in this instance. So you obviously have noticed that there have been times where I've just gotten really quiet. See, I like to gamble, so I think I want to gamble here compared to taking the guaranteed soul heart. You do have infinite bombs, so could have blown that up. I guess if I gambled before going into the store, then I would have saved myself a key. Yeah. Deal with the devil certainly could change things too. Focus on that specific one, so we can then focus all of our attention on the other one. There we go, 25 cents. Nice. See, that just kind of changes everything. 2 soul hearts, 25 cents. A eternal heart. Like, I really do feel like this run compared to a lot of the other challenges have a lot more to do with just how lucky / unlucky you get. So you take this, and then you take this, and then it's probably stupid, but you take this. Item order, I believe, charges your item for every damage you take, but we would need some item, some kind of charge item that would have to trump the trigger, the remote activating on the bomb, which there are definitely some that would, like So yeah, even though that didn't change the starting situation in any way, just a different random seed definitely helps something. Now, what I would want to see almost is, how do you enter a seed in a challenge? You very well may not be able to. So there might be something to that. Also, you can press tab on this screen to input a seed, certainly, but that doesn't mean you can do it on the challenges. And stat-wise, yeah, we're up to 22 deaths, which, if my previous save file on the original game was 90 deaths, then we are getting to about a third of the way there. And then, yeah, there's still some items to unlock and be seen, but not a lot. And there's only so many more endings before we get into the other DLC. And I guess it's once again important to say that this series pretty much ends a lot quicker if I can't convince somebody to friend me on Steam and gift me Afterbirth as DLC at minimum. Ideally Afterbirth, Afterbirth Plus, and Repentance. And maybe 6 months later to a year later, I would just purchase it at full price myself, but I have far too many other games to play and that I've already purchased. It's just not in the finances, so I'm doing a little bit of e-begging here. If it doesn't happen, it's fine. Yeah, I guess I have nothing else to say, and I am just stammering. That's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want to friend or follow me on any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.